Hello everybody, this is Barry in Knitting for Love, and today's video is a braided cable stitch. And excuse me, I have already casted on 12 stitches, and this cable is 8 stitches wide. So you're going to be doing several C4F, which is cable 4 stitches in the front, and CFB, which is 4 cable stitches in the back. So again, it is a 2x2s. These are 2x2 cables, but there's 4 of them. As you can tell, there's 4 links. Maybe you can't see that, but there are. So there's one here, one here, one here, one here. So that's 4. So basically, the reason for this video is to show you a new type of cable, and beginners can do this cable. This cable's not that complicated. But the only thing I see is when I'm teaching someone how to do cables, they get to the first 4 row. This is a 4-row repeat cable, and they get to their first 4 rows and they want to rip it out because they don't know that their cables are set up correctly or not, because it doesn't look like it's even starting to look like a cable in the first 4-row repeat. It won't start to appear itself until you get to the 2nd row repeat, and then as you go, you'll see the pattern start developing. So let's get started with this. I've already casted on the 12 stitches to make this. And so we're going to, the first row, you're going to purl 4, you're going to purl 2, and then you're going to C4B. Now again, I use my other knitting sock needles, and you'll know in patterns, and this is just a little hint for everyone, is that when you see C4B, it means that you're going to put the first 2 stitches in the back. If you see C4F, you're going to put the first 2 stitches in the front. So that's how you remember one from the other, is one ends with F, one ends with B, so front and back. So in this case, we're going to C4B. So we're going to put first 2 stitches, and we're going to hold them in the back of our work. Of course, bring our yarn into the knitting position. We're going to knit 2 stitches. And now we're going to deal with the 2 stitches that are on the cable needle. And I'm just going to slip them back onto my needles. We're going to knit those 2. And then we're going to do that again. And so we're going to slip the next 2 stitches off of our knitting needles. We're going to hold them into the back. Knit 2 stitches. And then we're going to put our stitches back on our needle. And you can knit them directly off of this needle. That's just a preference of mine, is to put them back on the needles. So we're going to knit these 2 stitches. And then we're going to purl the last 2. So that's row 1. And it's not looking like anything yet. So that's your row 1. Then your row 2 is you're just going to knit the first 2 stitches and then purl 8. So you're purling all of your twists from the other side. This will cause the stitches to relax a little from being twisted. So we're almost at 8. And then we're going to bring our yarn forward and we're going to knit the last 2 stitches. Okay, so we're going to see what we look here. So far that's how you are looking. That's only 2 out of the 4 rows. So you do see a little lump right here, and that's fine. You see a little lump right there. That's fine. So row 3, you're going to purl 2. And then you're going to knit 2. And then you're going to take your knitting needle, because this is where it comes with the CF4. See, we twisted over here and over here. Now we're going to twist in between the 2 of them, which gives that little rope design right here in the middle. So we just did this and this. Now we're going to create the twist in the middle. So we're going to CF4, which is hold your work in the front. So I'm going to put that in the front. And then I'm going to knit the next 2. And then I'm going to put this back on there. And then I'm going to knit these 2. So that's our twist. And then we're going to knit the next 2. And then we're going to purl the last 2. So far, we are looking. Now, we have a visible twist right here in the middle. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. So now we're going to turn our work over, and for row 4, we're just going to repeat row 2, which is knit 2, purl 8, and then knit 2 again. So let's get that done. So I'm just purling at the moment. Now you can use this pattern again to give any work some nice definition to it. You know, a nice sweater, maybe wrist, maybe socks, boot cuffs. Oh, boot cuffs are nice and easy. Maybe a hat. You can incorporate it into a hat pattern. I keep hitting my camera. So there. So this is what the first row 4 actually looks like. And yeah, you can't tell that you're going to end up looking like this. So if you do the next 4, you're obviously, if you can see, that is that 4. So basically you can't see what this looks like. So when you reach the end of your first 4 repeat, do another 4 before you rip it out and say, oh my God, I think I made a mistake and it's just not looking right. Because the next 4 is going to give you that. It's going to show you the real design of the pattern that you're trying to work on. Well, let me know if this helps any, and like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Leave comments below. Happy knitting. Bye now.